This is a story about a world obsessed with stuff. It's a story about a system in crisis. We're trashing the planet, we're trashing each other, and we're not even having fun. The good thing is that when we start to understand the system, we start to see lots of places to step in and turn these problems into solutions. I am so glad that the world is finally getting together to stop climate change. When I first heard that our leaders were meeting to talk about solutions, I breathed a huge sigh of relief. Didn't you? Then I said, wait a minute, what exactly are they planning to do about this problem?
Okay, resolved. Issues are resolved. Brother R.A. is in the house, 1 o'clock. And just now turning into 101. Yes, Brother R.A. in the house on CCTV. Yes, yours truly, BrotherRA.com. The name of this show is Unsurpassable Justice. And, yeah, how about if I give you the palatial shot? There. Brother R.A. is here. And no, I haven't gotten high yet. I did get high last week. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But the past few weeks I've been discussing, tell me who I am. Tell me who I am. Hey, do I have all this stuff off my face? You know, the sweat is cool here at CCTV. Yeah, but I've been using towels and all kinds of What is that? You see that? Yeah, how many towels I got? I got a towel. Here, let me just share with you. Yeah, this was the shirt just getting here today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Yeah, like I said, tell me who I am. Who am I? A melanin-dominant individual, a black man, and what? I think I interviewed Grammie, and I think I got in the middle of talking with Nana. We're going to get back to that. I did bring that this week. Last week I forgot it. But last week I got so caught up in bamboozled. Am I a black man bamboozled? And there'll be a play happening in Harvard Square called The Black Clown, inspired by Langston Hughes. The Black Clown. Who is the Black Clown? Am I a black clown? Tell me who I am in investigating who I am. 3 minutes into the show, I know I have to give closure to last week, and getting high usually makes me tired, but I want to see where my mind will go in dealing and coping and so on and so forth. So this is my water bong, and yep. Unsurpassable justice. You see that right there? Unsurpassable justice. It doesn't show on the screen. I just know it's there. And who am I? I am your host, Brother R.A., the producer of Unsurpassable Justice, a reader of the Tao, 365 Tao, and I'm acknowledging who I am as someone who's been played or bamboozled. Black Clown, Langston Hughes, Harvard Square. Here, let's just go ahead and It's not getting in there. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it. It's not getting lit. I'm not getting lit up. I'll take it one more time. If not, it's a crime. I don't want to waste it. Let's make sure we get it all where it needs to be. Get in there the right way. Don't spill the water. Oh, where's my toothpick? That's right. I gotta play with the toothpick. Yeah, I'm just acting a fool on air 'cause I can. Am I that black clown? Seeking to be slightly inebriated, intoxicated, using a hallucinogen? But the Langston Hughes play is about the black clown and how melanin dominant people have been getting played, and talking about being melanin dominant versus our inbreeding melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children in this temperature of 90 plus. Can a white man and a black man and a white woman, how would they manage and deal in such heat? No, don't touch me, I'm hot. No, I can't have, no. I need the fan. Turn on the air conditioning. Shut up, all right. Not much. Okay, it's not working, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But don't waste my herb, yo. Shit, I'm gonna put this back in the jar. I need to pour the water out. Here, look that. I'll deal with that after the show. Just showing you basic Brother R.A. logical thinking. How I cope, manage, and deal, and blah, blah, blah. But, a black man, a white woman, how we deal in temperatures above 80 and 90. Didn't I say I was discussing Tell Me Who I Am? And I do believe back in the beginning of Tell Me Who I Am, I shared some thoughts about Bewitched. You know, having grown up watching Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie, you know, and how, you know, Mission Impossible, Barbara Bain, the white female icons that were role models. And, you know, I just got through watching Suits. Yeah, I have Suits here too. And where is the strong black character woman in, I mean, Pierce, isn't the name of the law firm after the black woman? And the black woman's name is on the door. And how often do you get to see that type of black woman, self-confidence, self-esteem? I mean, you're so used to seeing the Barbara Baines, the Bewitched, the I Dream of Jeannie, but very rarely do you see the Jessica. You know, the name on the law firm, and she's the strong, conscious, aware, black, sensitive woman who doesn't seem to be bamboozled, but acknowledges what she's up against. And so who am I in this world, and what am I up against as the black clown comes out? Langston Hughes. So, just to bring some closure and bring all the things, the myriad of issues that I bring to light on unsurpassable justice, as I think on multiple levels and planes, dealing. Okay, so last week I didn't bring the interview with Nana, but hopefully we'll pick up where we left off. Maybe there may be some overlap just to get the points out. Who I am. Tell me who I am. And as I'm studying meditation and movement under Master Heed Robinson, the Roxbury Tai Chi Academy, understanding Tai Chi and going deeper within me, straightening my spine, leveling my chin, opening up my mind to all that there is. So I got home last week, and talked about the closure for last week's show. Actually, I have it here. How about if I do that? Show you the closure of last week's show. Yeah, I did talk about that for a second. And here, let's just move on. As you can see, this is YouTube, Brother R.A. And before I get into reading the Tao, I want to get to the closure of the thoughts. Yeah, how about if we just do that? Or is it without? Do you appreciate all three levels of who you are? Or are you making one serve the other two? Or serving an energy outside of yourself? You don't deserve loving and believing within yourself. You gotta pay homage to an energy outside of yourself. That's a calcified pineal gland thought. Yeah, so father and son, tapping into the full capacity of who you are. I just appreciate the avenue of media. Thank you, Susan Fleshman. Thank you for Cambridge Community Television. Yeah, I chose the path of media. But what? I got kicked off of 4 radio stations. MIT was one of them, WMBR, with more black resistance. RealBlackTalk.com. I just want to say thank you, Jim Granger. my reading his book, A Black Man's Bible, and distinguishing, wait a minute, the Bible's teaching me to observe outside of myself. But Jim Granger, Black Man's Bible, put me on a path. And I can't retain or remember all those names of particular books. The seizures delete certain memories, but I haven't forgotten how to tap into myself. Here, let me shut up. I've been just running my mouth. 57 minutes ain't too long. Brother R.A.'s got a whole hell of a lot to say. Page 204 and 365 Tao. Daily Meditations written by Dang Ming Dao. So when reading the Tao, I read that to the end of the show. But there was a closure, there was some issues that I dealt with. A Black Man's Bible set me on a particular path. Interviewing my grandmothers, talking about, seeing a white Jesus on the wall. Then having Bewitched and Barbara Bain and I Dream a Genie on television. And what is my relationship to myself? Tell me who I am. So the closures, thoughts for last week's show that you just saw a little bit of, point out, how are we as blacks viewed? How do we view ourselves? How do others view us? How do you view you? With a level of self-hate, we don't appreciate all the levels of ourselves. We contain, quote unquote, we limit, quote unquote, our thoughts. I see this as reaching the full 360 degrees of oneself, acknowledging all of my hue, melanin dominant, all of my humanity. My initials, RA, equal, male, Ra, female, Newt. The story of us, Asar, Aset, and Haru. That's part of what I was reading from last week. Full point, discuss the full 360 degrees. Or a square, the four corners of the square. 4 90-degree angles. And the reason I paused is I start to talk about how do we learn to interpret the drawings of the letters, the configurations of the symbols that we see. So circle, not just flat, but a sphere. Apple, like sphere. You know, apple a day keeps the doctor away. But the full sphere of your thought process, not only flat, but have depth, length, width, and depth. Going into the depth of yourself. 4 corners, 4 90-degree angles. How is that 9 drawn? The circle at the top of the stem. A circle itself, a 0, 360 degrees. 4 90-degree angles. What's 4 times 90? Is that also 360 degrees? So a square and a circle, 360 degrees, a full sphere. All right, 21 minutes into the show, and I do wish to read some Tao and show some Nana. Here, even before we get to the Tao, how about if I just show you some Nana? Some more where we left off with her the last time. On your grandchildren? No impact on your grandchildren? Seeing all the white Jesus, if God is white and you black, does that make you less than God or less than perfect?
No.
Why not?
Because it ain't. Don't.
How does...
I got to find it too. You're crazy.
How does a child perceive that when everything is white? You taught your grandson that he wanted to be white for the first 5 years of his life.
Who?
You did.
No, I didn't.
You told him white is alright, brown you stick around, black you get back.
I have played.
He didn't know that at 5 years old.
That was you?
Mm-hmm.
You're crazy. You're lying. You don't you know what?
So there's no distinction in race. It doesn't matter how many white Jesuses hang on the wall.
Oh, if he's white, he's white. What can you do about it?
But he's black.
You don't know that. You can't swear on that.
He came from Northern Africa.
No matter where he came from, you can't
You
swear.
from Africa?
Listen, don't talk foolish. I ain't get myself all mixed up in there. Aunt Christine could pack a white. She could good to me. My father's a black man with wavy hair. I don't know about that junk, you know?
A black man with wavy hair. Tell me about the family.
Very good.
Alright, I come back.
No, I'm just like this here a little bit. Tell you about the family. First, I don't know too much about the family. All I know that Aunt Christine, 9 3/4 white.
99 3/4 white.
Yeah. You know, since I grown up, I realized that. She didn't have no daughter. She only had a son. Poor little.
Tell me about the house that you grew up in.
My older kid. We were relatives.
Well-to-do?
My father, my mother died. My father owned his plantation.
Really?
Mules, cows. Oh, you gonna pick out them glasses. Hog dogs. If you don't move this, no, knock the glasses up. Push that over there, folks. Oh, that'll be all you need. Easy does it, honey. Nobody about no, you know. Right. Anyhow, what was it? I'm the
Hogs, dogs, pigs, cows.
Wait a minute, I'm the youngest sister. You understand? And Edo was the oldest son.
Edo?
Yeah, Edo Russell Stroke, to the Harvard graduate.
College graduate. He went to college in Ohio, didn't he?
I think he went to Harvard. I don't know, where to
He
college.
he came here to Massachusetts.
Let me finish. You mix me up, don't you? Just let me say it. You come up with something I forget. Let me see. My father's name was Boyd, B-O-Y-C-E, Strober. Don't say nothing. We never lived in a rich house. Mama died. He was the father of the oldest brother. Boy, the oldest son was did on Russell Stroke. You never saw that man in no dungarees. College graduate.
Never saw him in any dungarees, huh?
Never plowed a mule. But let me tell you, father home was something to see. He's got my dad. Then it was Clinton, the second boy. Mayfield Stroke, man, Kennedy Rogers. I forgot how many children they had.
Carrie Lee Rogers.
Wait, don't go nowhere.
Okay, I won't go nowhere.
And then there was, and then I just got that old Trim, boy, Trim. And Magdalene, she was a college graduate. And then there was a girl, Zephyr, oh yeah, she was all under with her mother. It's all under with her mother. My oldest sister's name is Zephyr. O-N-E-L-L-I-E. I used to, she was like
Zephyr what? Say it again.
Zephyr O'Neill. O-N-E-L-L-I-E. And she was like mother to us. You understand? I didn't know what once a month was when it came around. And that was my sister Lois. She was.
Let me make sure y'all understood what Nana just said. She didn't know what once a month was. Y'all know what once a month is? Y'all get that? You know what once a month is? You know a woman's cycle once a month? Last person I let watch this, they didn't understand that Nana was talking about her cycle. So, just make... I'm your grandson.
Oh, but I'm talking about son. I'm talking about baby we carried. I was a baby. Pet, you understand? My father owned man, you should see. And that's one thing about their oldest brother, Theodore Russell. He would come, lived in Ohio. See, that's a strange idea.
What about that home?
Let me finish. Theodore was a very, very wealthy man. Didn't have no children, no wife. There. They had education. And they said it was my father's intention. After Mama died, it was her, you know, she was living. It was their intention to educate all of us. You know, was the only one guy that he was.
What did he do? He come back to the house? Did he work on the farm, on the plantation?
No, he did not. He was a college graduate. He lived in Ohio, I told you. He was married to Bessie.
How many children he had?
No. Let me finish. We were alone. He dressed like movie star. He sent them clothes.
He sent you clothes?
I mean, me, all the sisters. He come. We were known. We were just like movie stars. He made sure that the house was kept up. You understand?
He made sure your house was kept up?
My father's home. That's his father.
Yeah, he made sure. Tell me about that house. What about it? It had a porch?
All the way around. My father died. He owned his plantation. I mean, acres. You know, them farms. That land was here down in the house. I would have made a dog.
What?
I would have made a dog. Cat, puppy, anything. Get away from there.
Why?
They were cotton. They were farmers. Cotton. Corn, everything that the farmer grew.
Now, at this point, if I had the DVD, I would have liked to shown what she was talking about getting away from, but I don't have a copy of 12 Years a Slave. And this is what Nana's talking about, picking that cotton and how it would stick your fingers as you reached in to pull the cotton out. And she will come up and say at some point talking about picking 50 cents 100. So she's talking about getting away from down south, and she went up to Maine to be a welder, a ship fitter in Maine. That's where she met my who I consider a grandfather, George R. Patterson, and his interview with me is coming up in the next half an hour. But 50 cents 100. So Nana's talking about picking 100 pounds of cotton. How heavy is cotton? Picking 100 pounds. This is my grandmother in my lifetime. Tell me who I am.
My grandmother.
Go ahead, Nana.
Picking 50 cents for 100 pounds of cotton. 50 cents 100. Think about that.
August
Go ahead.
29th.
Go out there and talk your nonsense and act stupid. And slavery's over and blah, blah, blah. And I'm free. And I'm right here and I'm watching my grandmother talk about picking 100 pounds of cotton for 50 cents. Think on that.
2019.
And you know,
August 29th today.
5600. When you go out and pick the white man cotton, you get 5600 pound cotton.
50 cents, 100 pounds of cotton?
Yeah, for picking it. And you pick the cotton, and the fertilizer comes in a bag, you know,
Burlap sack.
yeah, but and they would take those burlaps and you had to wash it. You wash it till you get all that fertilizer out of it, and that's what they made they made something like the thing go over you, and you put it on, and you pick the cotton and put it in there. 5600 pounds.
That's slave wages.
No, it wasn't. It was no, it wasn't.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good done to do. Yes, because you see, if it was slave wages, my father's home would have been like it was, Mama died. Yeah. I'm a home, something. Look at it, brand new T-Mall.
Where'd you live?
South Carolina. I just told you. Let me finish. The house was beautiful. That porch is a custom built home. That porch went all the way around, sir.
How many grandsons?
Back then. Acres and acres of land. Father was a wealthy man. That was what the heck? That was the oldest brother.
Were there snakes on that land?
Let me finish.
I want to know about the picking the cotton and the
Yeah,
snakes.
why don't you just listen? I'm the baby. I didn't do too much.
And why you want to
Let
get off
me
the
finish. Let me
plantation?
finish. That old. Don't mix me up.
We heard about their...
That's the founding. You ain't heard nothing. That old. That old was the oldest.
You said that
Let
about...
me finish. You won't let me talk. I know second that.
I want to know about the plantation.
I'm trying to tell you, but you're too illiterate to listen. Damn fool. Drive me crazy.
That's Alzheimer's.
Let me get that. That was the one that MC did, you know. My father was 666. But to live, but God spared him, though. Girl, this lady Martina, what's quiet? It's strange. God moved. I'm very good. It's strange with all the states. Tina Land, Ohio. They sure know by the way. You know, the ministers from Harvard, states that they know what the heck you do. You gonna learn something, girl?
Mm-hmm.
The dad knows what the heck you do.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard that before?
Yeah.
Dead person know what living is doing. When they die, they called on it, they could hear embalms them. From 6 feet underground.
Mm-hmm.
And you go back there a year or so, and ain't nothing but a bunch of ashes.
the spirit continues.
Well, let me finish. I'm not condemning it. You know. My mother died, my father, my Christine, all my aunts, my uncles. I'm the youngest of 7 children. I think I did pretty good.
What else did you do with your life?
I mean, what else?
What you do?
God, I got married.
To who?
John Fuller. He was 99 3/4 white.
Did you marry anyone else?
I don't know, maybe I did, I don't know. Lena
What's your name?
Patterson. So I must have married twice. Anyhow,
So who'd you marry? Who's the second person?
let me don't go so fast. Let me see what it is in South Carolina. You should have seen my mother home. The porch. This is very important. It was custom built. My father was black and wavy hair. That porch went all the way around the house. It was custom built. That old Russell, this was the oldest boy. He was all graduated. They said it was my mother's intention to educate all the children, my mother and father. Isn't it strange? Now, you know, some of the religion states that even though the dead is dead, they know what you're doing. Isn't it strange? That old Russell Strobel, the college in Ohio. Who should have done that in Ohio? Not Tina.
Who's Tina?
My granddaughter. Your grand, you know Tina Arthur. You're so stupid. You
That's
know
my sister.
Well, yes. Wait a minute, she should have done that in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I didn't hear that, I don't understand. It's just the states that the dead knows living is doing. Now, Tina never seen it. My Christine, she passed white. The hair, the eyes, she was fat. Remember her?
No,
Yeah, fat.
I wasn't born yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she passed away. And her husband was Uncle Booker. He was good to us. They both were. She was all I knew about her. Let's get through it, Tina. And I'm the baby. I'm rotten at 8.
Was Tina right too?
I just said that. You don't want to speak that. No, of course you don't. Am I rotten? If I was rotten,
You spoiled.
I'm not sure.
You spoiled.
Well, if you can find faults, because you see, you haven't had no experience yet. Listen, if I was, in the business, honey,
Mm-hmm.
if I was wrong, now you listen,
Mm-hmm.
I packed the bag and came to Maine, didn't I? Well, Maine, where did I leave when I left home? Where did I stay? When I first had it, I came away from home. I picked that cotton on and get 300 pounds, 50 cents, 100 to $3. The fertilizer the men's white men bring the fertilizer to my father's farm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, that niggas down there, where the mule, the cow, the dogs, hog, pigs stay, better than these homes here. Niggas down there on spot. My father,
Why you calling niggas?
that's what they call us down here. Come on, niggas bug you.
Yes, it does. It's the derogatory term. for
Well,
black.
okay, now just don't look for something on the case. Can't talk to you if you're going to start condemning the Bible says judge ye not. I too be a minister. The Bible says judge ye not that you may be judged. God said the judgment that you judge another by is the judgment that I am going to judge you by. Now, how come I ain't bitter? I'm the youngest of 7. Mother died. All I know is a picture. The rest of them knew mother. Let me finish now. The greatest love that an individual can have is the mother's love and the father's love. You know that? Especially the mother, when she nurses them. You understand?
Lenora got nursed.
I don't
How old is Lenora?
2 years apart of all of them. Let me finish, though. That's Federal Russell, the oldest boy. Harvard graduate.
Went to college in Ohio.
Harvard graduate, I'm trying to tell you. I went to the statistic. They said it was my mother's intention. It's not like it from school over. So I went talking to a nigga, didn't get no sense. They said it was my mother's intention to educate all her children. And my father never did remarry after she died. After she died. Oh Lord. Then come Clint. I can't help it. I tried with his brother. My own brother. I can't help it. He's mad, Daddy Rodney. He's so argument on him. Be for the butter. And look at our mother. You know, they call it fucking dead, you know. And look at our mother. Pretty baby. Yeah, a lot of people. You know
Yeah, a whole lot.
you thought it might have been only him? And look, and down there, if you say something, like I wouldn't be able to sit down for a year. Your father beat you. Look how old you were. Your mother father beat your tail with a whip or something. You ever stop to think that the professional Negroes, all of them come from the South? Them parents didn't play with them kids. You go to church, don't care if you can get nothing away with that. You going. And then they didn't try to make you go either. You wanted to go, you know? Was raised like that from the baby. Yeah, my father homeless. You see me now? The land must have reached from here to heaven. House was beautiful. That porch went all the way around it. That house, I think that was beautiful. Wow, played and prayed and prayed. I want a man, a dog, if a dog gets him, come married. But I got a sister, and I'm fresh. Guess what? We didn't date black boys. We didn't date white ones either, but they had them footballs almost.
You wouldn't date white boys?
You know, you can't date white guys.
You can't date white?
White can't date black. So anyhow, listen. John Ford and Henry Ford. You ready? Mr. Jenkins tried to die. Ask me what?
Why?
Him and his wife was 99 3/4 white, but they still was black. There was some good looking men. I said, no, I said, okay, you know what I said, do it. I told the girl, baby, she did not cry. You know, we're black blood and a cat can fly. We both got, I think it was always, I ran off first, I don't know who. I didn't know it was so much worse. Let's go straight. I married John. Oh, he was a dog. Look at it. And then she married him. And they stayed and didn't have no children. You ain't take my picture, though.
No. Oh, do you mind? Can I take your picture?
Not like, you know,
What's wrong with your hair?
you know, I'm not dressed for it. Anyhow, let me finish. You're talking, and your expression shows, you know. So anyway, my father was a black man. And his hair never did go back.
Me never did go back.
You wash your hair and see what it you understand? If I watch this hair go, you understand?
How long is your hair now?
I ain't remember my hair. Let me talk about father, your father,
Your father, my great-grandfather.
Your grandfather, not great.
You're my grandmother, so your father would be great-grandfather.
Well, whatever, whatever. His hair, phew. Made him rings. All I saw of my mother was a picture. I'm the youngest of 7. Gerald Russell had a beautiful hair. He was the oldest one, but he was a Harvard graduate. You know that, don't you? They said it was my mother's intention to educate all her children. And then came Clint, oh Lord. Clinton Mayfield's trouble. All he had, he was his wife pregnant, having babies every day. As young as I was, I had simply never noticed it.
You had babies every day? That's what you noticed?
You know, every year. I just put the day because I'm sitting here. Had a whole lot of children. But he treated them nice. And they came trim. Named after father. Oh, that's trivial stroke. Every one morning. He was named after my father. And several old natty hair came down in your braid, you know.
Zephyr O'Neill.
That's the oldest sister. That's the oldest daughter.
I like your hair.
I ain't stuck about the hair. I'm not talking about.
Are black people stuck on what type of hair they have? I'm just asking. Oh, I can't go out. My hair ain't did.
Yeah, listen, you're not listening to you. Just looking for something to talk about. Now you listen careful. We didn't know nothing. My sister's hair, the oldest one, hung down again.
Hair important
To the men's, yes.
to the men, yes.
When you're looking for a wife, yes. In the South, yes.
Why?
More, let me finish. More important than education. Look about for the kids, fool.
What do you mean looking out for the kids?
Oh, you know you ain't born yesterday. Back in them days and slavery days. Black suffered like a dog.
But what about the hair and the kids?
You're not, I'm talking about that now. Your history, fool. You went to school, didn't you? The teacher taught you, didn't you? All over the world it was like that. You go on with short hair. And the hairdresser would charge an arm and a leg to press the bald head. But you see.
All right, so I'm going to pause that there. And I got 10 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and read some Tao. Just exposing what I'm dealing with and tell me who I am. All right, reading the Tao. 294. Let's go to 294. You know, after doing last week's show, I went ahead and opened up the Tao, and this is what I began to read. Sitting. Cat sits in the sun. Dog sits in the grass. Turtle sits on the rock. Frog sits on the lily pad. Why aren't people so smart? Those who follow Tao are fond of pointing out the wisdom of animals. When they see a cat sitting motionless in the sun, or a turtle who stretches her head upward in a still pose, they say that these animals are meditating. They know how to be still and conserve their internal energy. They do not dissipate themselves in useless activity, but instead withdraw into themselves to recharge. It is only people who label meditation as some sort of odd religious activity. This is not the actual case. Something like meditation happens when we sleep or when we are absorbed in reading a book, or when we daydream and become so lost in a thought or an image that we do not notice what is going on around us. There is no reason to think of meditation as something out of the ordinary. Quite the opposite. Meditation is the purest and most natural expression we can have. When you next look at a cat or a dog sitting still and admire the naturalness of their actions, think then of your own life. Don't meditate because it's a part of your schedule or is demanded by your particular philosophy. Meditate because it's natural. $2.95. I get 6 minutes left. Solutions. Don't be afraid to explore. Without exploration, there are no discoveries. Don't be afraid of partial solutions. Without the tentative, there is no accomplishment. Indecision and procrastination are corrosive habits. Those who wait for every little thing to be perfect before they embark on a project, or who dislike the compromise of a partial solution, are among the least happy. Ideal circumstances are seldom given to anyone for an undertaking. Instead, there is uncertainty in every situation. The wise are those who can W-R-E-S-T, rest, great advantage from circumstances opaque to everyone else. Wanting everything in life to be perfect before you take action is like wanting to reach a destination without travel. For those who follow Tao, travel is every bit as important as the destination. One step after another. That is still central to the wisdom of Tao. Every day passes whether you participate or not. If you are not careful, years will go by and you will only have regrets. If you cannot solve a problem all at once, at least make a stab at it. Reduce your problems into smaller, more manageable packages. And you can make measurable progress toward achievement. If you wait for everything to be perfect according to your preconceived plans, then you may well wait forever. If you go out and work with the current of life, you may find that success comes from building upon smaller things. So tell me who I am. I've been one seeking perfection, but I'm still taking a stab at life, doing a little of this and a little of that, and I got 1 minute left, and I did read others' muteness, predilection, adversity, division, opportunity, source, celibacy. Get you a copy. I shouldn't advertise, but I'm saying think. It's not illegal yet. Yes, please fill your brain with consciousness. Don't leave me alone out here in the abstract. And yes, let's have people think, because it's not illegal yet. You know? George Clinton said that way back in the day. Think, it's not illegal yet. All right, I've been your host, Brother R.A. That's all I had to say today. Let's put